All right, I finally did it. I made the decision. It was tough. Finally made the decision. I'm gonna scrap this car. It's a lot of work. It's been sitting around. I actually got it in like 2014, which is crazy. I was just looking at the ownership. I built that engine for it right there. And I drove it for a month. I put in some junkyard Mustang T5 transmission on this engine, and I think the transmission, some synchros went out, I don't know, common issue. Pulled that out, fixed it. Well, I'm giving you a bit of a story now. And then, yeah, I fixed it, I put it back in, and it happened again. And I was like, okay, that's annoying. So this was like within a 3-week period of me getting the car on the road, rebuilding that engine. And then I think I put in another transmission and it started having issues too, different ones. And then something catastrophic happened. Because I had like a racing clutch in it. The pedal box in the car, well, first off, I thought the cable was stretching, so I kept adjusting the cable on the clutch because it's a cable clutch car, it's not hydraulic. And it was just kept feeling wrong, and I kept adjusting it to make it better and better. And then, like, what's going on? And then I put spacers on the cable because I thought it had stretched. Well, turns out the clutch fork was bending, so it had cracked, it was brand new. And some people reinforce them and stuff, and you can get better ones. I don't know, it's just a cheap one probably. And the other thing was the pedal box bent. So the pedal went to the floor one final time. I was like, what is going on? And then I finally looked, and the actual frame of the pedal box, I don't think I have it around here, it's somewhere, just bent. So the pedal was on the floor because there was nothing supporting it anymore. Which is kind of also another common problem when you have a really strong clutch on these cars. But you don't see it too often. A lot of people upgrade to the hydro clutch because it's much easier on the pedal. So I parked it and I pulled this engine out of it, and the car did have some holes in the floor that I wanted to repair. It had a whole bunch of things, and one of the worst things you can do to a project car especially is try and do too much all at once. And I didn't know this at the time. I was I think it was like 4th year university, and like me and my friends were all like building cars and having fun. And like you don't want to just make a huge project because you'll never know really where to start. And even then I wasn't really good at building stuff or like knowing that those steps you need to take to get something finished. What I ended up doing, which was a huge mistake, was thinking, well, I'm gonna fix a whole bunch of stuff. I'm going to fix the floors, fix some weird wiring issues, just make it an awesome car, not like restore it or anything, but just, have a cool project car. So in my dad's driveway, I started pulling parts out of it and investigating the floors, getting to the carpets, everything. And then I pulled the wiring harness out of it, which on these cars is not crazy because it's a K-Jet car. And yeah, so wiring harness was gone, interior was gone, pulled the engine, and that's where it's at since then. So that was like, I guess 11 years ago. 11 years this car has sat basically like this, well, minus some of these things. So I pulled a bunch of stuff out, and then you might have seen on the main channel, I cut out more of the floors and I removed the suspension and things like that, and was starting to work on it. But the problem is that someone who's not good at sheet metal work, like I was having fun doing it, but when you have a whole bunch of projects and then you have a project that like you're not really good at, that's definitely the one that's going to be put last, you know, it's going to be put on the back burner. As much as I wanted to work on it, it just never happened. And then I got this wagon, which does work, and it's a car I can actually drive. It's not like a 1-year project to actually drive it. So that was fun. And actually just this summer, it's covered in tools, but this is kind of like a dream car. This is a 79 242 GT, and it's relatively rust-free as well. It's basically like this car. This one's an 81 GLT. It's basically like that car, but just a little bit more unique and desirable. It's got the cool stickers, which you can buy. Interior is a bit different. So this is, again, this is a car that's intact, not very rusty, and I can start doing fun things to it. So I started thinking in my head, you know, if I want to work on these two, and I haven't even touched this one, how many years out is this one now? Because like, if I have these 2 other cars that I also have not touched and want to, and I think they'll be fun and there's going to be some cool videos with them, then this one's never going to get any work done on it. So, you know, I put feelers out there. It's a free car. I was even, you know, I got some sheet metal parts for it to fix the floors. And, you know, like decent amounts, some like new old stock parts that you can't find anymore because there's some jack mounts that are like really crazy and hard to bend. So I found those. I think I talked about that in the other video as well. But no one wants obviously, no one wants a project midway through. It's just like, it's a really hard sell, even for a free car. So that's where we're at. It's listed for scrap right now. I had a couple people message me, so possibly this afternoon it'll get picked up. If not, it'll definitely be someone else. It's hard in the winter to get people to pick up scrap. You know, their trailers are covered in snow and stuff, so we're gonna see how that goes. But yeah, it's been a long time staring at this, and it's just such a project. So I kind of move stuff around, but you can see the floors are missing, and it's funny. I've been watching Look Mom No Computer, just basically start to finish, just fix up that Mini, and I'm like, oh, if he can do it, and then it's like, no, there's no way. I don't have the room right now. It's the middle of winter. That's part of the reason why I'm getting rid of it. Is I'd like some more room to be able to work on some of this other stuff. But there's just like no way I'm actually going to get around to it. So that's that. I'm just kind of updating everyone. One little update video. But yep, we'll have some room. I'll be able to actually work on stuff down here because look where the machines are. Like, there's no room in here. I haven't been using them because they're not fully wired in yet. I did use the lathe the other day, which was nice. Yeah. So let's take some stuff out of it. So I'm just scrapping the shell and like some parts with it, but I'm gonna try and sell these body parts, or maybe even keep some of them around because they might, well, they would work on those, it's just they don't need them right now. Bit tight in here. Floor pans. These are pretty crappy, but saves having to make them. One thing I'm going to take is the headliner, because you can only get the black headliners in these 242s. And in my old 240, the first car I had, I actually put in a black headliner, and it's really hard to do because on the 4 doors it doesn't really fit through the doors. You kind of have to take the windshield out, which I didn't do.
bigger pry bar.
There we go. Those are gone. Okay, what's holding this up? Oh, it's this. Maybe that. There it goes. Just kind of stuck on. It's still in pretty good condition. Oh, it's way easier. All right. Now let's see if I can get that sunroof cover off. Should have kept the handle on, obviously. Ugh. It's always something. It moves a little bit. There must be some hook on the very back of it. It's kind of weird that it moves. If I put it all the way forward, then I can get the back of it. All right, bend that down. Something weird going on in the middle here. No, it can't be. It was sliding a second ago. I don't know what that is. That's what that is. All right. Intact. Oh, man. Supposed to be bent. Okay, check this out. This is cool. 2008. That's my kind of my first car ever. It was a 91 244 Limited. It was kind of cool. So here is some pictures from then. This was me putting in, oh, that's something else, a headliner. 2008. I had no idea what I was really doing. That's the old white one that comes out. Yeah, I did manage to change that. I had to get it through the door, so I had to like bend it. It's horrible, but so you can see in the corner here, it kind of messed up, but yeah, there I am, installing the headliner. Pretty cool. Dollies make moving things by yourself way easier. Oh. Oh, the guy's here. Hey.
Hey.
How's it going? Sean.
Troy.
Getting her in there?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, cool.
I just gotta move some stuff around first.
Yeah. I have a really small winch that doesn't connect to anything in worst case scenario, but it's not great, so we'll see. Yeah. So that was fun. And away it goes. Off to get crushed. So a lot more space down here, which is good. Got to get these machines wired in, and I think I'm gonna put this table in my basement, which is where that door leads to. Oh, it's cold out there today. So yeah, that was an adventure. It's always something. There's always something. I don't even know what that means. Anyways, that's all I'm doing for today. Just thought I'd update you, and you know, if you don't see the car anymore, that is why. So I'm happy to have some space down here. I'm gonna get these machines hooked up and start making more things that isn't just 3D printing. Anyways, everyone, thanks for watching, and yeah, subscribe and like and do all that fun stuff because I never say that. So, see ya. They're not going far.